Well, when I first came up from Minnesota, I'm from Chicago. So I came the first meeting at the Fathering Center. And the first person I met was Jack Strawder. And then during the meeting, he said, "We have been misinformed by misinformed people." And it just took me all the way back, having been lied to, I've been brought up in foster homes and stuff most of my life, I started getting in trouble when I was 9 years old. Everybody I ever met in my life, up until, and this, believe this or not, up until I was 52, I felt all of them was just, just a form of manipulation. So I came to Jack's office. I was 52 years old, and I just broke down and I started crying to him. I actually cried, and I thought about all that hostility and all that pain and anger that I had in my life, and that no one had ever told me I had been misinformed by misinformed people, And I really started to understand then the words of forgiveness, that you have to forgive people who don't know no better.
How many of you have gotten to a point where you just refuse to go back to yesterday?
I needed some support, changed my life in a positive direction, so I heard about Urban Ventures Center for Fathering. I became involved with the program, liked the program. It helped me come a long way. Things that I learned that I was neglecting as being a parent, I done kind of stepped my game up a little bit. And
I never gave my kids any attention, because, I was on drugs, I was a gang member and stuff, so all my whole life, revolved around negativity. What Jack was getting me to understand was that in order for you to turn around in your life is that you have to admit the things that you've done in your life, and then when you admit them, you have to accept the hurt and the harm and the devastation that you done put on other people.
Living in the past life, I really wasn't setting a good example. Even right now, I don't even let my kids know that, I'm in a jail right now. I tell them, hey, Daddy got a second job, because, I don't want them to know that right now. But now that I'm going through the program and I'm going to work and all that, it just made me feel good that I actually, am able to recognize the areas that I was down in, and now, it's helping bring me up.
My son and daughter now, we have a beautiful relationship, and I think today that I'm stronger than, I'm stronger than my past. Now I understand, the importance of a positive role model and a positive man figure off into a child's life.
I've been here half of my life. I was in Mexico. I came here at the age of 9 years. I miss my grandma. I just started crying when I left, because I saw her crying, then I kind of felt bad that I was gonna leave her, because she basically took care of me since I was a baby. I never met my mom before, since I was a little kid, and when I arrived here to Minnesota, she hugged me and I didn't know who she was, I felt like she was a stranger.
I came to Minnesota when I was 12. I didn't want to come to Minnesota at all because I never wanted to leave home, of course, but I was forced to. Then a year after we lived in Minnesota, I got into foster care, and now I've been there, this is my 5th placement.
I went to a new school, new friends, new everything. I had this teacher in Southwest. She was kicking my butt. She was like, come every day, summer school. First, it was kind of irritating, but then I realized it was good because it was getting my grade up. So I'm like, I'm just do it. It won't hurt if you do it. It's gonna help me in my life.
Because back in Chicago, I was involved in everything, and it came to a new state and everything. Yeah, I was pretty shy, but I'm not a shy person, so I don't know how that happened. But anyways, we were walking past the door, and my brother saw the little skateboard thing on there. But he just figured that there had to be something behind all the skateboard stuff. And then Tamika told us that she actually went to the program, and then I started coming with her my 7th grade year.
My favorite thing is support group, because basically you get to talk about what other people have done. Like if I'm sad or something, I'm not gonna feel sad no more because someone else been through the same problem I've been through. So I don't know, I just feel like peaceful. I feel like, if I have a problem, And support group is a place where you can go there and then just take all your problems out and start fresh again, you know?
Shanna was one of my first mentors when I got here. She's been taking up me and Tamika to St. Cloud when we need to go for admitted day, for registration day, and she's been really involved.
He's like so cool. I don't know, he always been on my life, no matter what. He's like, I feel like he's my dad, my uncle, you know? He's like my second dad to me. He's like always close with me, you know? Everything I need, he's always there for me no matter what.
With my first Urban Ventures job at the Summer Lab, I've always wanted to work with kids. It was kind of weird how I got the job, because during my interview, they asked me a question, why should they hire me? And I said, because I'm Quana. And then Mike was in the background. He was like, what? Why would you? I got that job, by the way. So I guess I showed them who Quana was. And
to be honest, it's not, you know, I'm not trying to say I'm gonna do that, you know? But it's like, you choose what you wanna be. But this is really helpful for me. I'm the oldest in my family, so I wanna give a good example for my little brothers and sisters, you know? I want the best for them. I wanna be a big, good brother.